Good morning, and welcome to your morning cereal.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. We have made it to midweek. Nicely done. It's all downhill from here. All right, today is National Night Shift Workers Day, which means we're celebrating the people that are actually sleeping right now. Well, they're actually also keeping the world running while the rest of us are asleep. So thank you to that. More power to you. I definitely could not do that. Also, I have to mention today is Top Gun Day for all of you that feel the need for some speed today. Okay, the answer to yesterday's trivia question, 54. There are 54 countries in Africa. And now the essential vitamins in your morning cereal. Today's quote, and it is from birthday guy. He's turning 62 today, Stephen Colbert, who said, quote, cynicism masquerades as wisdom, but it is the farthest thing from it, end quote. All right, your morning decode. True wisdom involves the courage to remain open, stay curious and hopeful despite knowing that things can go wrong. All right, well, let's go ahead and hear from the experts now. It is time to pour in some Atomic Habits by James Clear. And today we are beginning one of the final chapters, chapter 20, which is the downside of creating good habits. Now, after spending an entire book teaching us how to build better habits, Clear does something really interesting here. He warns us about the danger of becoming too automatic. He explains that habits are powerful because they allow us to perform actions with less thought and less effort. But over time, that efficiency, well, it can create a little bit of a hidden problem there. Mindlessness. Clear writes this, quote, habits create the foundation for mastery, but what you repeat, you reinforce, end quote. Now, that means if you repeat something incorrectly or without awareness, you can accidentally reinforce mistakes too. So this chapter focuses on the idea that habits can sometimes cause us to stop paying attention. Once we become good at something, we often shift into autopilot. And while autopilot is efficient, it can also stop growth. Think about driving a familiar route home and realizing that you barely remember the trip. That's a habit at work. Is it useful? Absolutely. But it also shows how automatic behavior can reduce your awareness. Now, Clear points out that many people, they plateau, not because they lack talent or motivation, but because they stop deliberately improving. They rely on repetition instead of reflection. Now, he also explains the difference between being in motion and taking action. You can repeat that same behavior every day without actually getting better at it. One of the strongest ideas in this section is that habits should support growth, not replace your thinking. He says this, quote, reflection and review is a process that allows you to remain conscious of your performance over time, end quote. Now, that means periodically stepping back and evaluating what's working, what isn't working, and where you may have become a little bit too comfortable. Because success can sometimes hide those weaknesses. When things are going really well, we stop questioning our systems. So this first part of the chapter is really about staying awake inside your routines. Build habits, yes, but don't stop learning just because something becomes familiar to you. All right, here it is, your hump day takeaway. Good habits are powerful, but growth only continues when awareness stays active. All right, friends, attack today with energy and bold action, just like Maverick would. Just make sure your goose comes home safely today as well. All right, now the prize from the bottom of the box, the morning cereal trivia question of the day. What is the fastest racing dog breed? All right. Hey, thanks for listening to Morning Cereal today. We will see you back here tomorrow for the answer to the trivia question and more sugar for the soul. And until then, have a fantastic day.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Morning Cereal podcast on the One Life Live It channel. You can find more episodes and videos by visiting our YouTube channel and the website at Sean Inglis and at SeanInglis.com, where you can also follow our other podcasts, the Mr. and Mrs. Inglis podcast and the Life Happens podcast. In these other podcasts, we'll dive deeper into everyday issues, self-improvement and well-being, business and finance, and we welcome special guests too. So join us. It'll be a good time, I promise. Thanks again for listening. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.